Novol for Classic Car is rubbish. We are Novol for Classic Car Gold Partners, so well, we were before that statement. So let's come in the mixing room and sort of delve into that statement. We follow a few forums, and we obviously discuss things with some other painters. And we have heard from time to time people saying that Novol for Classic Car just doesn't work. So we're going to look at the primary products here, which are Novol for Classic Car. You've got the epoxy primer, the new hybrid primer, which kind of takes the place of the epoxy, so we'll consider these as one item. And then we've got the CSR lacquer. We'll also look at the polyester primer as well. Now, the common complaint is it doesn't cure like it's meant to. It stays soft. The epoxy, when you try and rub it down, it tears. It's almost like a rubberized consistency once it's supposedly cured. The problem, I'm going to upset some people here, is not the product, it's the painter. Unfortunately, painters are divas, and I say that as one painter, that is. Technical data sheets, TDSs, 3 letters that painters hate, but they're really important because this product is designed to do a specific job, and it can only do that if you follow the instructions. Now, a lot of the epoxy primers and even the lacquers that are used, they operate with a small flash off time, an open window where the product isn't in its curing phase. And most products now are a 30-minute bake at 60 degrees. When you look into the technical data sheets, which we've got some up over here, if we run through the, let's go the epoxy primer one first. The epoxy primer with Novol is 2 to 3 coats with a 15 to 20 minute flash off time. Now the flash off time is really important because this is a chemical mixture. It needs time to activate. So it's really important that you're not overloading the material. It needs its 15 to 20 minute flash off time before you do anything else with the product. And it also needs a good 20 minutes once you've put the final coat on before you go into the bake process. The bake process on this is 45 minutes at 60 degrees, which again, that process is really important, and we'll look into that with a bit more detail in the 60 degrees is panel temperature, not booth temperature. So when you turn your booth on to burn on a bake cycle and you set it to 60 degrees, that's going to make the cabin temperature 60 degrees. It does state quite clearly within the technical data sheets when you read them that ideally the cabin should be 10 degrees higher than the premium ideal panel temperature. You've also got to bear in mind that it's a 45-minute bake time, but your booth won't hit 70 degrees the minute you turn it on. So you've got to allow time for the temperature to build up in the booth. We're pretty lucky here with a modern booth, we're hitting temperature within about 4 minutes. So your 45-minute bake time is suddenly really 50 minutes. And it's not at 60, it's at 70 because you need the panel to be at 60. If you follow those instructions, the product works. And it's exactly the same if we move across to the CSR and the clear coat lacquer, where again, we have flash off times here, which is really important. You've got a 10 to 15 minute flash off time and a 20-minute flash off time at the end of a bake cycle. Now, booth temperatures we've just discussed. The flash off times, why are they important? Well, again, we've had people say, why is Novol for Classic Car for Classic Car? What makes it special for that purpose? And there are lots of reasons, but the big reason being the big flash off times. If you are an accident repair body shop, you are doing panel work. Generally, you're not going around an entire car. Now, the flash off window of 15 to 20 minutes with the epoxy and the 10 to 15 minutes with the clear coat is, if I have got a bare shell in the booth, I'm not going to get around the entire car in a 5 to 10 minute flash off window. I really need double that time to make sure I'm getting into everything all the way around and I'm not hitting a dried area that's already started the curing process, which is where this open window really comes into play. So if you're not following that and you're putting material on too soon in that open window, then the product isn't going to do what it's designed to do. The same with the clear coat. It's got a self-leveling, it flows. So once you put your coat down, it may look a little bit dry in areas straight off the gun, but it will flow out. And that's where your 10 to 15 minute flash off comes in. It's flowing out. And once you've got around the whole car, as opposed to just doing panel work, once you come back to the area that you started on, that material is still active. So you're not going to get dry lines. So if you follow the TDS, which is different to many other manufacturers, follow the TDS, read all the details in there that Novol do put in. This product is superb. We've been Novol now for 5 years. It's all we use and never thought of turning back. The other product which we're going to look at quickly is the polyester spray. Now this isn't really a technical data sheet kind of issue, but you can see on the can here it has a color mixing indicator. Now this is, as it says, it's a mixing indicator, not a curing indicator. Now when they say a mixing, what you see is if I open this up, and if you come in, out of the can, that's a nice mid-blue colour. If you are mixing this, and you must follow the instructions in the technical data sheet, it does say that once you've mixed your hardener and your thinner, you need to mix this for approximately 5 minutes. You are going to get tired, you are going to get bored, your mind is going to wander, but you have to mix it for that length of time, because what you want to see, because it's a mixing indicator, not a curing indicator, as you're mixing this correctly, this will start to go grey. If you're going into the booth with a gun full of paint and turning your subject vehicle into a Smurfmobile, then you've gone wrong, because it's not going to cure properly because it's not mixed properly. Again, all of this is in the technical data sheet, a mixing indicator. Final product we're going to look at is Novol's fillers, which are, again, they have the color changing indicators on them, which really do make this, I'm going to say, idiot proof. We knew the compressor would go off at some point. Now again, with the product, it's a light blue color. That's what the core material looks like, and then you add the hardener to it. Now this is a curing indicator, because once you've mixed the hardener properly and it's cured, you'll get this off-white, consistent, except for my grubby handprints. That's cured, and it's also mixed thoroughly. To the left here is an example of not mixed properly. You can see clearly the blue stripes in here. Now the blue striping is where there's no hardener. It's not activated, it's not done anything. So whilst that is dry to the touch, as is this one, the blue bits here, they pick out with remarkable ease. It's all still soft, it's coming away, but that's dry to the touch. So if you ignore that, just prep that as usual, put your primer on, colour it up, you will find that over time you'll get blisters and bubbles because the core material is not cured. So at this stage, everyone makes mistakes. It's easy not to mix this as well as it should be, but if you've applied your body filler and you find areas like this, don't just shrug your shoulders and walk away, cure it now, because that's the point of this. It's an indicator early on as to where there might be an issue. Bypass that, you're going to have trouble, so take the time. If that happens, go back a step. It's annoying, but grind it out, reapply, and you'll have no issues. So Novol for Classic Car is rubbish? No, sadly, application is rubbish. Thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe button down below, and we'll be back soon with some more car feature videos.